What's up guys? So as you see here, I have another huge haul unboxing for you guys. Of course, brought to you by FragranceBuy.ca. Beautiful box, extremely well packaged. No issues ever with shipping. So I have about, I think 7 or 8 fragrances that I want to share with you guys today. Incredible stuff in here. There's one that I was really wanting to get. I spoke to you guys about it so much this year already. It was released last year. It's in here, guys. Stick around. It's coming up next. Welcome back to another unboxing first impression. I'm MAXFORTI. Let's crack this open. Let's get cracking. Let's get busy. Again, talked about many times, FragranceBuy.ca, the best boxing in the game. Fast shipping, Canadian, yes, but best pricing possible, guys. Don't miss out if you're not familiar with this particular website. It is the partner of the MAXFORTI channel for a reason. I only talk about stuff that I truly believe in, and this is a brand that I truly believe in. If you know it, you know it. And anybody that can attest to that being true, please comment below if you have any experiences with FragranceBuy.ca, customer service, their shipping, incredible stuff you can find on there. Of course, 2 tabs that you guys should definitely always check is the new arrivals and also the rare gems, which you can find really hard to find fragrances, including discontinued stuff. So let's open this box right here. So, FragranceBuy.ca, as you can see here, everything's beautifully packaged, nice and tight, no issues ever. So, what do we got this time around? This time around, I found these little Japanese kind of releases here called Kokeshi Eau de Toilette, really inexpensive, that I was really curious since I like Issey-Miyake, you know, Kenzo fragrances. Like, let me check these out. This one here is called Lotus, which I'll share with you guys my thoughts on. And I think there's another one, here it is, that I picked up. I think this is more for women and the other one's for guys. Yes, there's a little guy here, which is called Tonka, which I love Tonka fragrances. This is also another Eau de Toilette. They could be nice. They're very inexpensive. These are testers. If anything, this could be good air fresheners for the house or my car or the bathroom. Anyway, I'm sure they'll serve a purpose. There's another tester here. Let me move this over because these are very massive. And I want more real estate here to share this with you guys. So there's a tester here. This is a tester from Joop. And this is actually Joop Homme Wow Intense, which is, I think I did an unboxing for you guys. Now this is the 3rd. Every month I'll be doing an unboxing for you guys and sharing some new things. This is their latest, which came out I think last year as well. This is a flanker to Joop, you know, Homme Wow. This is Joop Homme Wow Intense. Very curious about this one. I like the original one, which is like a spicier version of Gucci Pour Homme 2. This one here, I'm not sure what it's gonna smell like, but if it's any similar to that one, I'm sure it's gonna be pretty good. Next up, we have Joop Homme Red King. This is a limited edition. There's also a Black King that I was never able to get a bottle of. And these were hard to get here in the US, guys. I think these were very common in the European market, but here in the US, almost impossible to find them. Could never find them at my general store. So I was really looking forward to this one. Again, Joop Homme Red King. And I'm still trying to find Black King because I smelled them in Europe, I think 2 years ago. And I really enjoyed them. So really looking forward to that one. Now this one here, guys, could potentially be the best one here. This is gonna be Hugo Boss Oud Saffron from their Oud collection. I think there's like 3 or 4 in the collection. This one here, the hardest one to find, really hard to find, really expensive. So I'm hoping it's gonna be a great designer oud fragrance. It says oud and saffron, so I'm thinking it's gonna have like a leather infusion to it. Very curious about this one. This next one is one that's getting a lot of hype and limelight here in the community. This is Ultrared for Men from Paco Rabanne, guys. A lot of people talk about this fragrance for a reason. We're gonna find out why. Well, I don't have to crack this open and tell you, but it does smell similar to Mugler Ultra Zest, which has been discontinued for many years now. The time I'm shooting this video now, this is out of stock, but I know FragranceBuy.ca is getting more in stock very soon. There's a shipment coming in, so I'm thinking by sometime this month, maybe even today, by the time you're watching this video, it's gonna be in stock because I think by March 25th, they are supposed to be restocking this particular fragrance for you guys. So like I said, guys, ultra rare fragrances, ultra red, ultra rare. You know, FragranceBuy is great for that stuff, guys. Don't forget, check out the rare gems and the new arrivals so you guys are always in the know. And if by any chance you guys watch these videos from us here on YouTube and you find something that you really want, but you go to the website, you click on the link, and at that time it's sold out, don't despair, don't worry about it. There's a notify me box. All you have to do is put your email in there and click notify me. They are very good at customer service. You'll be notified as soon as it comes back into stock. And I would highly recommend, as soon as you get that email, make the purchase so that way you don't miss out. Very important, guys. And last but not least, I think this is the one that I'm mostly excited about, and you guys will know right away when I tell you what it is. This is none other, ladies and gentlemen, than Costume National Parfum. This is the 2021/2020 release. It came out late last year. So I'm very, very excited about this one. I can't wait to crack this open and share it with you guys. I'm a huge fan of the original Dominique Ropion creation, Costume National Homme. I love Costume National Soul. This is the more intense version of Costume National Homme, which, by the way, is already a beast. So I'm very, very curious about this. So let me open these for you right now. We'll do one at a time like we always do. We'll look at the note breakdown. I'll tell you what I get from it, if it reminds me of anything, so forth and so on. Let's get cracking. All right, so we'll start with the two Kokeshi testers. Even though they're like Japanese-like fragrances, you know, even the name Kokeshi seems very Asian, Japanese. Like, these fragrances are actually from France, and they started in 2016, and they have 12 fragrances in the portfolio. These are testers. If you actually get the full-fledged presentation, as you see here, there's little dolls here, and you'll get the actual head of the doll. I'm gonna pop it up here on the screen on the transition so you can see how cool they are. And you get like these little miniature dolls, you know, can collect them all. You know, it's just a very cute thing. The notes are actually on the bottle themselves. I'll go through the notes here and tell you what I get from them. We'll start with the Lotus here, which is, I think, more of a feminine release. And we're talking here freesia, we're talking aquatic notes, and we're talking white woods. That's all we have here for notes. Sprays are actually really nice. And this is quite nice. So I get the reference here with the aquatic floral notes, but I also get a really nice citrus green tea vibe to the fragrance. You know, even though tea was not listed here as a note, there's only 3 notes. I do get more, you know, stuff that's going on here. There's definitely a really nice underlying floral, sweet aquatic vibe, and I do get a tea-like vibe to this fragrance. So if you like tea-based scents, this is gonna have like a floral, green tea, sweet, watery kind of a vibe. I don't think it's gonna be very strong. I do think it leans more feminine because of the floral undertone. But I think it's nice. I think it could be nice depending on the performance. It could be very nice, and if it's not greatly in performance, could be something that I could just use for an air freshener in my house. Next one we have here is called Tonka, so I'm thinking it's gonna be a Tonka base scent, and it has fresh notes, woods, and Tonka beans at the base. So like I said, it's definitely gonna be a Tonka base scent. Sprays are actually pretty good. And this is gonna be a spicy Tonka, but not the Tonka you're thinking about, not the gourmandish kind of a Tonka with the cherry and almond undertones, more of a fresh and spicy Tonka, if that makes sense. The woods that I'm getting here, perhaps like a vetiver, you know, or a dry patchouli type of a combo. So that Tonka is more of a fresh take on Tonka, which is something that you don't see quite often. You normally see heavier, more gourmandy and sweet and spicy Tonkas. This is gonna be a fresher, spicy kind of a Tonka. Really nice, really different. Between the two, I actually like the Lotus better, even though I'm not huge on floral notes. I think this is perfect for the springtime that we have right now in summer, upcoming summer season. I think it's great. And I think these are very cheap, guys. I'm gonna have these linked below, so if you guys wanna check them out, you can. I think this whole collection is very affordable, and depending on the performance, which I can come back and tell you guys what I get out of them. If you guys wanna know more about these, again, let me know in the comments. So let's talk about this one here, which is Joop Wow Intense for men. Now this is one that I really wanted to check out as soon as it came out, which I believe came out either late 2019 or sometime in 2020. You know, so many releases back and forth that you can't remember everything. But I'll take a look at real quickly in a second, but let's just get the first impression here out of the way. This is really nice. So it starts off really creamy and spicy and very woody. There's a woody kind of an undertone here, very spicy. I'm getting a lot of cinnamon up front. And there's this almost boozy kind of effect, which is really nice. So if you love cinnamon, if you like boozy-like scents that are very woody and spicy, you think you're gonna enjoy this one. Let me look at the notes real quickly. All right, so looking at the notes on Joop Wow Intense for Men, Joop or Joop Wow Intense for Men was released in 2019. It's very similar to the original Wild that I reviewed for you guys, or did a first impression for you guys, I think sometime last year. It has a violet kind of an undertone here that I'm getting, which is not listed as a note. Instead, they list iris as a note. There's chestnut in here. So if you like fragrances like Stronger With You, you know, the Armani collection, it's like a fusion between Armani Stronger With You meets Gucci Pour Homme 2. But it has more of the Gucci Pour Homme 2 vibe than the Stronger With You. So it's like a toned down version of Stronger With You because of the chestnut, roasted chestnut vibe that you get here. But you get mostly of that violet, iris kind of infusion. There's also some vetiver in here. It is nice. It's nothing incredibly wow, but it is really nice. It's something that it's, you know, worth at least checking out. I don't say go and blind buy this, even though the tester was actually very affordable, quite affordable. But I think you'd have to try this. But if you like Gucci Pour Homme 2, if you missed that fragrance, it's a safe bet. And it also reminds me a little bit of the Moschino toy, you know, the one with the little bear. Very similar to that fragrance, guys. All right, guys, so I'm gonna remove these boxes out of the way so you guys can actually see the fragrances that I've been talking about. And as we progress here, you can actually see all the fragrances lined up here. So we're gonna leave this one here for last because you know it's the one that I've been really wanting to check out. So let's go with another Joop back to back here, Red King. Wanna know if you guys have any experience with the King collection. I know there's a black one as well that I'm dying to get. Have you guys tried the red? This one here I actually tried at Menfluential 2018. The black one I tried in Europe going to his son's in 2019. But this one here I tried at Menfluential 2018. There was a guy that was wearing this fragrance and he smelled quite nice. And if I can remember correctly, it had a little bit of a similarity to Versace Arrows. So let's put that to the test. All right, it's very sweet. Not as pungent as Joop Homme, the original, the purple juice, the purple pinkish juice, but it's very sweet. It's very spicy. And it also has an old world vibe about this fragrance. I get like a fougere green component in the back. Think Ted Lapidus Homme, very similar to that fragrance, but then it adds some of these sweet, more modern components like maybe vanilla, more cinnamon here, maybe some tonka. Let's look at the note breakdown to just understand the fragrance a little bit more. So this fragrance, by the way, was released in 2016. I can't believe I've only had the option to try this fragrance now, unless, you know, I paid somebody to get it for me from Europe, which was not cheap. So Fragrance by Lazzi has this in stock now, and it is quite nice. It opens up with cinnamon, like I talked about, but it has a really nice spicy chili note over here. So if you like spicy scents, if you like peppery kind of fragrances, it has, just like the bottle, a very predominant, you know, spicy red chili note, which is very nice and very enjoyable. You also have a fruity orange blossom type of a vibe along with cedar, a fruity patchouli here. It's not very heavy, even though it's spicy, it's also quite fruity. And there is a tonka bean here. I think that's the only reference or similarity with Versace Arrows, but it doesn't have the heavy vanilla, you know, that you get with Versace. So not similar to Versace, it goes into a different direction. It's a woody, floral, spicy, I would say. Very nice red chili note on this one. By the way, I'm not going to talk about this one because I did a video for you guys talking about discontinued fragrance. I did talk about this fragrance and how it smells very similar to Ultrared from Hugo. It is now available at fragrancebuy.ca. I just wanted to show it to you guys. I got my bottle. You can too. And it should be in stock by the time you're watching this video. But we are going to talk about Hugo Boss bottled Oud Saffron, which is the rarest one to get, the one that's the hardest to find. And I know this was very, you know, available in the Middle East. People could find this fragrance easily. I did share on a different unboxing with you guys the other fragrance from the Oud collection. You have the original Oud, you have Oud Aromatique, which is the green and gold bottle. And this, of course, the ambery bottle is Oud Saffron. Really, really dying to try this one here. Very pricey. I go as far as saying this is the priciest one of all the different Oud Hugo Boss fragrances. So I'm thinking it's gonna be the best one. Sprayers are nice. And the smell is quite good as well. So this is going to be a leathery, as I suspected, fruity oud fragrance. Very, very nice, very niche-like. I love when designers do stuff like this, but sometimes, you know, they don't last long or they get discontinued right away. Case in point, Versace Oud Noir, great fragrance, now discontinued, you know, very hard to find and prices really climbing. This is a great one. I love the infusion of the saffron here, which gives this leathery, very upscale, niche-like vibe. There's definitely some fruits in here, perhaps raspberry. I have to look at the note breakdown, but it's fruity, it's oudy, and it's really leathery as well. So it has a lot of great things that I love in fragrance. So this is one that I'm really glad to have picked up. And it's something that I'm probably gonna be rocking in the fall and winter of this year. You know, really looking forward to rocking this, guys. From a first impression standpoint, this is quality stuff. So upon inspecting the notes, definitely the saffron, the leather vibe. There's a gemmy rose in here, so it's an oud rose combo. If you like Lyric Man, which is gonna be more incense because of the silver frankincense, which is gonna be smokier, this is not smoky. So if you wanted something kind of like Lyric Men, but going into like a fruitier side, definitely consider checking this one out, guys. This is good stuff. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the last one here, the one that I was really waiting for. You guys, if you follow this channel, you know how much I wanted to check this fragrance out. I talked about it in one of my news video. This is gonna be Costume National Homme, the Parfum edition, not the Eau de Parfum 2008 release. This is their newest flanker, which took them years to make, which is Homme Parfum, just pure Parfum. Really excited. This is a Dominique Ropion release, which happens to be one of my favorite noses in the game. Definitely in my top like 10 perfumers of all time. Very excited about this one and glad to have this in my collection. It was kind of hard to find, only available in Europe for the longest time. Again, Fragrance By That Say has it in stock. Not sure if it'll be in stock by the time you're watching this, but it is in stock by the time I'm filming it. So if you look at the bottle here, right from the get-go, it's going to be different. And the box as well. The box from the original Costume National Eau de Parfum is going to be more of a light silver. This is more of a dark graphite silver. I'll just put the box over here. And the bottle itself is going to be very similar, except for it's going to be darker. The bottle for Costume National Homme Eau de Parfum is clear. This one here is more of like a silverish or gray kind of color. The cap is plastic, nothing fancy, just cheap, which covers the sprayer perfectly. So you can't really spray unless you take it off. And of course, we're gonna give this a quick spin here, take it for a test drive and see what we get out of it. The moment of truth, guys. Sprayers are good. Not great, but pretty good. But the smell is magnifique. Guys, this is amazing. I'm very happy to have this. Huge fan of Costume National. Very underrated house, just like Comme des Garçons. I love what these guys do. This is awesome, guys. This is what I'm talking about. When I think about niche fragrances, this is the stuff I'm talking about, guys. And I know you watching this, if you have tried this already, you can attest that this stuff is fire. I can't wait to put this on skin because from a first impression standpoint, this is absolutely fire. You know what? I have to put this on my skin right now. This is so good. It will be my scent of the day, guys. This is incredible. Smells so unique, so like dark and beautiful and full. So good. Okay, looking at the note breakdown, we're talking bergamot, grapefruit, and cardamom. So spiciness through the wazoo. If you like spicy scents, this is one to check out. Lots of cardamom, cinnamon, vetiver, and patchouli right in the heart. So dark, mysterious, room-filling, just very beautifully constructed, very well executed. The base, sandalwood, labdanum, and musk. So definitely an animalistic component here that I talked about, the dark, the niche-like. This is absolutely gorgeous. There's two things that I'm getting here that are not listed as a note. One of them is a boozy facet. I'm getting like a rum kind of a vibe, which is not listed as a note. Perhaps the combination of the labdanum, the vetiver, the cinnamon, the grapefruit, the cardamom is giving this almost liqueur kind of a vibe, which is very intoxicating. Great scent, guys. If you like dark scents, if you like fragrances that are like I said, room filling, fragrances that will give you an edge when you enter a room and you leave that room, people are going to be asking who was just wearing this fragrance. Something smells amazing here. This is a fragrance you guys want to check out. Costume National never ever lets me down. And once again, the original Soul. This one, I think there's one called Green Garden or something like that, or Cyber Garden or something. Everything they put out, everything I tried is unique, it's long lasting, and it's of quality, guys. This one here is no different. And if you can find it discounted, even better, guys. Let me know in the comments, have you tried this fragrance or any of the fragrances we talked about here today? This is definitely the highlight. This is the second best one here, which this one here is okay, but not great. But these two are definitely amazing finds that I'm glad to share with you guys. And again, if there's anything here that you try that you guys like, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on these fragrances. If you want to see a full review on this fragrance or this one or any of these fragrances, also let me know in the comments. If you appreciate what I do here, keeping you guys in the know, sharing good things with you guys, fragrance news, discounts, what have you, show your support, guys. Leave me a like, subscribe for more, and of course, turn your notification bell icon so you get videos like these straight into your feed. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Stay tuned for a lot more. As always, guys, choose your fragrance wisely, and as always, wear it well. I'll see you guys right back here again with another video very soon. Take care.